Welcome everyone, and I want to give a special thanks for the Women Empowerment Days, Women Entrepreneurship Developments. 10 years partnering of women entrepreneurship, the supporting job creations and economic empowerment. I'm just want to discuss about the ILO since funding committee to the promising the rights of all women and men at work and achieving equality between them. International Labour Standard GC Principle 6 eliminate of discriminations in respect of empowerment and occupations. Target programs and initiatives aimed at redressing existing inequalities in the world of work. 25 to 33% all of the private business owned by women. 190 million women entrepreneurs in 59 countries. If women entrepreneur in the US start out with some capital as men, 6 million job in the 5 years would be added, 2 million of the first year alone. Failure to achieve MDG target 3 on the promoting of the gender inequality is an empowerment of the woman could reduce per capita income growth rates by 1% to 3%, 0.1% to 0.3% point. Some constraints faced by many women entrepreneurs: access to and control over financial and productive resources, access to collateral, access to train and info market, occupational registration, household responsibility, reduced mobility, cultural norms and attitudes towards women as entrepreneurs. UNGC and Women Web Principles avoid as a set of considerations to help private sector focus on the key elements integral to promoting gender equity in the workplace, marketplace, and the community. On the other hand, ILO WED strategy, unless the economic potential of women enterprise to contribute to employment creation, gender equality, economic growth, and poverty reductions within the framework of the decent work agenda. So here is the Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Cambodia, Cameroon, Ethiopia, Kenya, Kazakhstan, Laos, Lebanon, Costa Rica, Malawi, Mali, Magawati, Nigeria, Palestine, Rwanda, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, Tajikistan, Uganda, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Yemen, and Zambia. Many other countries they can develop the women entrepreneurships. Activities of over 25 countries, 2% over 110 people reach 80% women. National and international network of trends builds 13 plus tools for women entrepreneurship, implementing a rights-based approaches in enterprise development, changing social attitudes at the household level, 11% increase in man household chorus. Month of the Women Entrepreneur celebrates in 9 countries. Strengthen advocacy and network of women entrepreneur. Local supply and service of women entrepreneur increase. Beneficial of include some of the most marginalized and hard to reach women to disabilities and women with AIDS. Fostering an enable environment for the women entrepreneurs, making the policy and regulatory framework more gender sensitive, and bringing women entrepreneurs into the policy dialogue. Promoting women entrepreneurs as a role models, capacity building for national speakers, training tools or to support women entrepreneurs to grow this business and strategies, their access to training and support and other input. Provide policy guidance and the research-based recommendations. Support government to provide policies that take women entrepreneur need into account. Involvement of the woman entrepreneur associated in advocate. Design project and approaches with the local stakeholder. Building project based on sustainable analysis, consultation, and delivering through local partner. Micro training and support, meso capacity and institution to promote weight general mainstreams, macro enabling regulator and legal environment, policy advice and assessment, meta attitudes and cultural norms, promote of WES, micro get ahead IYES, SIYB, EYB, action by business growth, meso famous self checks, WD capacity building women, entrepreneur associated, microwave assemblies, gender sensitive value chain, meta among a month of the women entrepreneur working with men. Gender sensitive value chains, then we can move different kind of culturals and international issues. So for the gender equality and mainstream is very important. Beside that, we need access to information, marks, and product input. gender sensitivity management training, financial service and financial literacy, advocacy, network, and voice. And there are some of the information about South Africa, about other things. Fostering social dialogue inclusive of women entrepreneurs, national weight assessment, scoring of various dimension covered, request for assessments and training of national accessories, day and interviews, sustainable analysis, validation workshop and finalizations, launching disseminations, develop action plan. Two pronged approaches is the key: target approach and remove system of barrier. Right based approach: women knowing their right and claim them, working with existing structure to gender mainstream. By doing so, more chance to sustainability. Barriers are a challenge to move, find champions and work together, set achievables, goal and milestones with partners so progress can be seen. Measures and momentums: maintain change take times, partner and resources. Besides that, developing outcome, immediate outcome, improvement policy environment for women entrepreneurships, develop strategical voice and representation of women entrepreneurships, and all have the collaborations from contributions for the women economic empowerment, employment creation, economic growth, poverty reduction, and gender equality. Growth of target of women entrepreneurs for business, increased number of women entrepreneurs starting business, gender perspective in the entrepreneurships in mainstreams in the ILO, increased knowledge of what work for women entrepreneurs. In that situation, we can go that interaction between private and public sector interest, a question of efficiency in doing what you do best, joining efforts can achieve better impact. Sustainability is hard to achieve alone, building momentum to support women empowerment. Besides that, we can go for the core business and supply chain approach, support women entrepreneurs along the supply chain and in value chain through capacity building, social responsibility approach, contribute to national development parties. And beside that, a few countries where we can current seeking partners on the new projects. It can be these are the countries that ILO is looking for partnerships. So these are the way we can improve our women entrepreneurship. And most important thing is that if we move on women empowerment, that time there are many things actually happening around the world, and we need to be very much careful about that, and we need to take appropriate things, and we need to care about this point. So if we go for the world economy forums, their website, then other point what we observe, if we find that agenda in focusing women and work, it will be 180 years before women have the same career prospect as men. No countries in the world has close to the gender gap. Even as a female leaders, street mountain as a major economy, the reality is 2016 is a working world which is still exclusive, underpays, overloads, and exploit half of the available talents. So I want to share the gender parity. What we find that the three lessons on the gender equality from one most of the male dominant industry. So when the first thing is supporting staff's professional role, supporting staff 52%, 52% women, men for the marketing 2476, analysis 1684, traders 2476, portfolio manager 11%, 89%, director of research 10%, 90%, CIO 8%, 92%, senior management 8%, 92%. So there are the great news, but even better, the experience has to provide some lesson that can be applied the broadline financial service industry. Have an industry champion, keep it focused and make it actionable. So from there, without the commitment, drive, and operational involvement of the leading figure in the industry, no transformational initiative can succeed. While under the umbrella of the forum, the Women's Private Equity Initiative was closely linked to WSIB and some of the world leading private equity firm. Keep it focused. By narrowing the scope, the initiative was manageable not only in terms of the objectives but also with regards to the people involvement. Make it actionable. Lofi golf make it for good press release, but real chance requires a realistic assessment of the what possible and how to get there. Participants in the initial stage focus on settling objectives that were achievable and could be laid out in roadmap that leads to the success. So these are the very important strategy for the women. So and this way we can achieve our objective. So if you have any kind of question regarding this point, you can communicate with me. And thank you very much for today's session. Thank you, everyone.